Yeah, that is going to be a hard part. And that's something we're not really prepared for. And how can you even prepare for that? We don't know what this baby's temperament is going to be like. And
Kyla was challenging. We'll just say that. All right, for today's episode, we want to do a little something different. We came across an old question that we had about how we're going to survive with our fitness career with pregnancy and having a kid.
Yeah.
So we thought it was kind of cool watching it from, 4 years ago?
Yeah, when I was pregnant with Kyla, who's our first out of 2 kids that we have now. And yeah, we had no parenting experience at that time, and we didn't know what we were in for, but now we do.
So now we're looking back at what we were predicting would happen, and now we're going to share if it actually did happen. So let's jump into today's question.
Okay, so Claire W. says, loving the return of the Q&A series.
Yes.
Awesome, so are we. We would love to know how you guys are preparing for the 4th family member.
I like the 4th.
Yeah, because Bruno's the 3rd. Have you figured out how you will both get in workouts and who will do the cooking and how you'll keep motivated when you've had no sleep?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Have we figured this out?
No, I mean, just like most things in life, you're going to have to just take it day by day.
Yeah.
Everyone keeps saying to us, oh, like you guys don't know what you're in for. And that right there is so true, because even though you can be told a million times this is going to be one of the hardest things that you're going to have to do in your life, you'll never know until you know.
And I think also a lot of times people who haven't been parents yet, they only see the fun side of parenting. Like I feel like that was true for me. Like you don't see all the struggles because people are doing that privately in their homes.
Yeah.
What you see when you're out in public is like parents having fun with their kids, like all
Mostly.
their joyful time. Mostly. I mean, you see some temper tantrums and stuff, but I feel like you don't really know the realness of having kids until you actually have them.
Yeah.
And at this time we didn't know any of that, but we knew that we didn't know. So we were open to all the learning that was going to happen, and that's exactly what we did, is just took it day by day.
Mm-hmm. Let's continue.
Wow.
I'm
So
so
hard to
ready
work
for the
out.
challenge.
Yeah.
I'm so ready to prove people wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just so fueled up and amped up to be like, look, we did it.
You're almost more motivated because people say you can't do it.
Yeah. Anytime you want to kick your butt into action, think about all those people that thought you couldn't do something. That's for me, like in my life, anytime someone didn't believe in me, that's fuel in the back of my head to be like, keep going, keep moving forward.
You're fueled by the haters. But,
Yep.
I think when you said you want to prove people wrong, you wanted to prove it wrong that your fitness has to...
Yeah, take a back seat.
Or just like go away. Like you can't have
can't do
a
both.
fit life and be a parent at the same time. And you wanted to prove that that's not true, because it really isn't.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of amazingly fit parents out there, and it's really just a choice that you make. And yeah, I feel really good about how we've managed that and how we've figured out how to get our workouts in.
Definitely.
Do our thing.
It's
even
possible.
with the little babies.
And we proved it. We're like
Almost 7.5 months.
7.5 months in. Like she's looking great. Like
Thanks, Boo.
she doesn't have these crazy mood swings. She's no like crazy cravings.
One thing I wanted to just input there is I feel like the reason I wasn't having crazy mood swings and crazy cravings was because of my solid diet habits that were established before pregnancy. And I think that's why a lot of people struggle during pregnancy, because your appetite does spike.
Yeah.
So if you're not used to eating enough calories
food.
Enough healthy food to make you feel stable, then I think you're much more susceptible to those crazy spikes. So I really feel like so grateful that I started living lean and really got established with it before going into pregnancy, because I think that made the whole experience
There's no
smoother.
better time to start getting healthy than right now if you're thinking about having kids in the future. Go into your pregnancy healthy, living lean, and you'll follow along with Coach Jess.
Don't treat a pregnancy as a reason to binge eat also. I think that's a very common mistake.
Okay.
And I'm not like gorging myself on every food in sight. Like
No,
I'm still
she's
eating
doing
reasonable
incredible.
amounts. Yeah. So I think we're going to be all right. We are all right.
We are now 4 years past this with a 4-year-old and an 18-month-year-old.
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 1-year-old.
And this has been super, super challenging. It's been the most difficult part of probably our life, trying to balance everything. And we're still doing so well.
Yeah.
Not saying it's perfect, but we're doing well.
Because of our mindset.
You will be all, yes,
we
mindset.
know we're going to be all right. because we know how to handle
But
our minds.
I'll admit though, like when I don't get my sleep, I feel like I'm hungover. And that's the number one thing in my life right now that is lacking is sleep. Still, 4 years later to this day, and it's probably gonna be for another few years.
Yeah.
But when I don't get my sleep, I don't feel as active and energetic. So I'm feeling pretty good right now. So I can just imagine when I do get back to my own sleep schedule again, boy, watch out.
But also, it's okay to have some bad days. Like, it's okay to kind of feel groggy for a day. If you didn't sleep well, that's fine. But I think when it comes to parenting, you can't expect great sleep for the first few years. So you have to kind of manage your expectations there. And that's one thing I really had to shift for myself, is not get so frustrated or so mad when we do have a difficult night, and just kind of let it go, and then just focus on the future, making the next night better. Yeah, that is going to be a hard part. And that's something we're not really prepared for. And how can you even prepare for that? We don't know what this baby's temperament is going to be like. And
Kyla was challenging, we'll just say that.
my God,
Cody, not so much, but he's starting to be a little more challenging now.
when it comes to temperament, Kyla was like a level 10.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to prepare for that. I mean, what are you supposed to do? So when it comes around, we will then figure out strategies to deal with it. But for now, it's not like we did get strategies. Making a list of plans or anything. But it is something we're thinking about.
But the one thing I am concerned with is the business. Wow.
Well, we've been taking steps to hire help to carry us through it. So
which is great. Like we just brought on our first full-time employee. Shout out Carl, still rocking with us to this day.
I mean, we've had a lot of part-time employees until now, but nobody that's been really full-time like the two of us are on the business. So now we're doing it.
But I mean, I'm looking at getting an office outside of the home.
Right.
I've had how many offices to this point?
3 at least.
Like 3 or 4 different offices. And now back working in my home office again.
Well, it's quarantine now, so.
Yeah, still, but. So there's a whole bunch of things we're going to work through.
Get away from crying baby sometimes.
But just to focus, to run the empire.
So I just want to say this one thing about parenting. For us, nap times have been everything and so valuable. Like when your baby's young, they nap 2 times a day. And then when they're a little older, they nap 1 longer time per day. So you have several hours through each day that are quiet. And for the type of business we do, where we're taking video, we need those quiet moments, and we just seize those opportunities. So I think that's been really powerful for us to keep our business going, keep our health going, and our fitness and everything, is to strategically seize opportunities when they're possible.
Yeah.
When the kids want to play, we play. When the kids rest, we work.
Last night was a prime example of that. Like working late at night, even though we're lacking sleep, we just have to do it. That's the time when once the kids are down.
We have our laptops in the bed.
And I can go to bed and I can rest my head on the pillow and be thinking, wow, I'm feeling so accomplished now. And I don't have that anxiety going to bed, waking up the next day thinking of all the things I got to do.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, is like knowing that if you don't work, you'll feel less satisfied and accomplished than if you do, even when you don't feel like it.
Yeah, that's a good point for workouts too.
But who's going to do the cooking? We both will.
We'll both be doing it.
We'll both do it.
We both cook.
Yeah. We have a really good system going right now where he makes breakfast, I make lunch, and then we kind of flip the coin on who makes dinner.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a great system, because every day you don't have to like wonder who's doing breakfast, who's doing, you know what I mean? We just know.
And I love making breakfast because it's like eggs and it's like my thing. She loves making lunch, which is always like a big salad, which is great. And then dinner, we just kind of flip-flop on what we do.
And it works out great.
Communication.
Yeah. And just assignments.
Yeah.
And we'll probably ask our parents to do it every time they come over. And our
parents
sometimes
make it like a meals prep service.
We could do that. Actually, those are getting really popular, and that might be helpful.
Yeah. Yep. So we've used meal prep services in the past. We'll link them down below. Yeah, Sunbasket is the one that we've used most consistently that has been delicious and the best. So if you guys are looking for meals to deliver to your door, this is one that you have to cook, but it's fun cooking them. The recipes are delicious. We'll link that down below.
The other thing we did when our babies were first born, we would bulk prep food. So we had tons of like containers of already made food in the fridge, and that helps so much. And we still do that. So leftovers are where it's at.
Do that, yeah.
There are lots of ways to make things work.
We will manage. We're going to manage.
We're going to do it. and we'll take you guys along the journey. We're actually happy to share everything that we do. If we find success with parenting, we'll share that with you guys.
Yeah. I love how you said, if we find success with parenting.
Even though I was like, I know we will.
So 4 years later, and I feel like, high five, baby girl. We did it. We're still doing it.
You're so cute.
I feel like with everything that we have, being entrepreneurs, working from home, having 2 young kids, managing our health and fitness, I think we are crushing it. Not to like brag, but it takes a lot of work. We're making it a priority, and I feel like we're doing really well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this kind of flash forward where we can kind of do some commentary on what we said back then versus what actually happened in reality. So if you guys are thinking of becoming parents, or you already are parents, do the best you can do.
Yeah, and we don't want you guys to think that we're just showing you the highlight reel and like hiding any of the hard stuff that goes on. Like parenting is like the hardest thing we've ever done in both of our lives.
Yeah.
But there's so much love and so much joy.
Wouldn't give it up.
It's so amazing. And then involving our kids in our fitness life. Like if you follow me on Instagram, you see the kids always in my workouts and having them help me make healthy meals and stuff. It's just been really amazing to be able to involve them in our life and figure things out together. Yep. Like we said, we just took it day by day. We figure things out together and we enjoy what we do. And that's the realness of it. So we appreciate you guys following along for the journey and, you know, asking these questions and being involved in our journey, and then hope that you have gained some inspiration, but also know that it's not perfect for anyone. It's not perfect for us either, but we're doing great.
So if you guys enjoyed this style video, make sure you give us a big thumbs up. It helps grow the channel. And today's question of the day is, do you guys have kids? And if you do, how many kids do you have? All right, now I want you to go watch a video that we just did over here. It's a video where Jessica put me through a workout with Cody involved. So it kind of shows you dad life, getting your workouts in. Mama's leading the way. Go watch the video right over here.